What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the newest Fortnite update that unvaulted items in both BR and in the reload mode. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you think of these changes. Like I already said, it's a change for Battle Royale. Builds and zero build doesn't matter, just like the big map with 100 players. And then also for the reload mode. In Battle Royale, we got the Flintknock Pistol Unvaulted, which we already kind of knew was happening this week because of the Pirates Caribbean collab, which will be going live on Friday. But for some reason, they unvaulted the Flintknock Pistol a few days early. This comes in green rarity only from my experience. I didn't see any other rarities of it while playing today. It can't get attachments or anything. It's just as it was in like prior Fortnite chapters. Aside from one change, which is that it now negates fall damage when you use the weapon. So when you shoot this pistol, it knocks you back. And in the past, if you did this like off a rooftop or off like a mountain somewhere where you could take fall damage, you would take fall damage. But now whenever you shoot the Flintknock pistol, you are immune to fall damage until you land. So that's like a nice change. You can crouch to avoid the fact that you get knocked back when shooting it. But, you know, there's times where maybe you forget to do that or who knows what happens. And now you just don't really have to worry about that fall damage. So it makes it a little more convenient to use. It will deal 90 body damage and headshot for, I think, 193 in ideal ranges I saw today when I headshotted somebody. So, like, the damage on this is no joke. It is incredibly lethal when it comes to that. It doesn't have the most range, though. It's like more of like a close range weapon. Think of this as like a shotgun pistol. Like that. I think that's how you want to kind of envision using this weapon. And like I already said, it will knock you back when you shoot, but you can negate this effect by crouching. If you crouch and shoot it, you won't go anywhere. And it will also knock enemies back when you shoot them. So that's something you need to keep in mind. You could potentially knock people off of rooftops or mountains or whatever, and they will take fall damage. But even if you're fighting in an area where fall damage isn't something you need to be concerned about, you should still like know that when you shoot somebody with this, their character is going to kind of be flung backwards, and that you should be expecting that to happen. It can be really helpful and like catch your opponent off guard and be confusing to them, but it can also be somewhat disorienting for you in those moments if you're not like, you know, hyper aware of the fact that your opponent's about to be thrown when you shoot them, you know? I think it is a very good weapon. Like there's nothing wrong with it, and you can kill people incredibly fast. Like if you headshot somebody with this for 190 and then swap to like a burst SMG or like a shotgun, and just you're gonna easily finish them. But with how this season plays out, it really isn't something that I want to carry. Like I'm not gonna drop my shotgun for this. You could maybe do that, but like it is kind of like all or nothing in that regard. Not gonna drop my Thunderburst SMG or AR for this. My third item this season is typically a counter to cars, and it doesn't really do that as well as EMPs or the boom bolt. Do I want to drop heals for it? Not really, but that's what I did to get gameplay for this video. And then I'm not going to drop my mobility for it either. So you can kind of use it as mobility if you just kind of like turn backwards and shoot it to kind of push you forward. But there's no world in which this is a better mobility item than the Nitro Gauntlets, you know? So like, while it is good, it's not really something that I intend to use this season, unless maybe I just haven't found a shotgun yet or something. Like early game, I'll maybe make use of it sometimes, but aside from that, I don't really think it's going to be something I'm going to carry. And I feel like it actually would have a decent amount of potential impact if they added it to reload mode, but they did not do that. So now we're going to get into the reload mode changes. We got both weapons vaulted, and then we got some others unvaulted. The weapons that were vaulted are the lever action shotgun, the hand cannon, and the tactical SMG. Of these items, I think the ones that players will potentially miss most is going to be the hand cannon. But I think its replacement you'll end up liking even more. Because the weapons that were added are going to be the Thunder Shotgun, the Twin Mag SMG, and the Mammoth Pistol, all from Chapter 4. The Thunder Shotgun was actually only in one season. It was only in Chapter 4, Season 1. So this is the first time it's been back in quite a while. And this is a high damage pump shotgun. And compared to the other shotguns in Reload, one thing it really has going for it is its range and body shot damage. The regular pump has like a decent amount less range than the Thunder Shotgun, making it a bit inconvenient to use at times in zero build. And at times, if you're like shockwaving on someone, you got to time it just right to where you're like actually in pump range. Whereas like the Thunder Shotgun, you could shoot a little bit early and it's not going to be that big of a deal. And then the Thunder Shotgun also has a lot more body damage than than pretty much any of the other shotguns. And this makes it a lot more consistent. Like the pump, it's not an inconsistent gun. It's just that you need to hit a lot of pellets to the head to get good damage, and going for headshot often results in players not hitting some of their pellets. Whereas like the Thunder Shotgun, if you hit all the pellets to the body, you're still hitting really hard. And if you hit some body, some head, you're going to be hitting really hard. So I feel like that high body damage is what made the Thunder Shotgun and the Havoc Pump Shotgun from Chapter 4 feel a lot more consistent than like other shotguns from Fortnite's past. So I think consistency wise, the Thunder Shotgun is going to be the most consistent shotgun in Fortnite Reload now. And it also has like very high damage, so it's not like it's like consistently mid. I think it's just very good. The main downside of the Thunder Shotgun is going to be its mag size and slow reload, because it holds 8 shells, but it uses 2 per shot. So every time you shoot it, it consumes 2 shotgun shells. So you get 4 shots for a max reload. And it does reload somewhat slow, and that was never really a problem to me playing back in the day in Chapter 4 Season 1. But the reload mode is like very fast paced and very chaotic at times, especially in squads. So that slower reload and kind of slower handling could definitely cost you at times in reload mode, more so than it would have in the past, just because of how fast paced the game mode is. But either way, I think the Thunder Shotgun is very good, and it's definitely my favorite shotgun in reload now, aside from like I guess the exotic Maven. Obviously, if you get that, it's insane. But like of the regular weapons in the loot pool, I think the Thunder Shotgun, or the Thunder Shotgun is going to be my preferred. We also got the Twin Mag SMG added. This is an SMG that has a really high fire rate, and it only holds 20 rounds per mag, but it does reload fast every other reload. If you guys played in Chapter 4, I'm sure you're aware of the Twin Mag mechanic. But next to your reticle, there will be 2 mags. If they're both lit up with bullets, you're going to get a fast reload. If only one is lit up, then you're going to get a slower reload. Even its slower reload is decently fast, though. It's not like horrendous or anything. And compared to other SMGs in reload, I think the Twin Mag also has much better range and accuracy, because it can get first shot accuracy, whereas the other ones can't. So if I was going to use an SMG in reload now, it would 100% be the Twin Mag SMG, no questions asked. But I typically don't run an SMG in reload, aside from like early game, maybe if I haven't found other things yet. But I typically would rather just run like shotgun AR, maybe the Mammoth Pistol, which we'll get to, and then like heals, and then more mobility, or like maybe double mobility or bunkers and mobility, just depending. But like I don't really use SMGs, but the Twin Mag I think is quite good. And if you want to use one, you can definitely make this work at like decent range because of how accurate it is. And because of how inaccurate a lot of the other weapons are. Like, it doesn't hit hard at range, but like it shoots fast and it is decently accurate. The final weapon we're going to talk about is going to be the Mammoth Pistol. If you guys played in Chapter 4 Season 3, I'm sure you're well aware or familiar with this weapon. It is a single shot. It has 1 round per reload, and it hits very hard. It uses heavy ammo, and it's hit scan. There's no bullet drop or bullet travel time. And it will body for about like 90-ish damage, depending on rarity. And then it'll headshot for about 150 to 170 damage, depending on rarity. I think some of the lower rarities will be lower headshot damage, and range matters as well. But either way, 1 shot, very high damage. Just bodying somebody with this is a problem. Headshotting them with it is going to be very inconvenient for them. And this was already very good in Chapter 4 Season 3. And that was when we had red dot ARs in the game that were very good. Whereas in Reload, there really isn't that many good ARs, or accurate ARs at least. And so if somebody's like 40 meters away shooting at you with a SCAR, peeking into them with the Mammoth Pistol and throwing out 90 damage is not a bad play by any means. Like the inaccuracy of a lot of the ARs in Reload, I think makes the Mammoth Pistol even better. And it was already a very good gun versus like very accurate ARs. So I think the Mammoth Pistol will be very usable and very good. And then the Thunder Shotgun from this update will also be good. The Twin Mag is fine, but just with how I set up my inventory and Reload, I don't really see myself using it very much. But I think all of these weapons they added to Reload mode are very, very, very good. And if you are someone who enjoyed playing in Chapter 4 and enjoyed these weapons, you might have a good time getting on Reload and getting to experience them again. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful, informative, interesting. As always, if you did, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.